All right, so this is a retake on a old lesson that we did last semester that I wanted to spend a little bit more time and do it better. We're actually modeling polynomial functions, and thank you for my 70 plus subscribers. You know, we still need 900 plus more to so I can get paid for doing this because this is just freaking awesome. Um, and again, I would like to remind everybody to stop oxygen theft. Um, if you hadn't subscribed, hit this, you know, subscribe, hit the bell, all that kind of good stuff. So what we're doing is kind of like the opposite of what we did previously, where we're solving stuff by finding the x-intercepts. Now we're actually going back and given a graph, we're supposed to find what this is. So we have an x-intercept right here of -4. So we got to do the opposite. Put in here is +4. Okay. This is a +1 and a +3. So we actually put those in like so. Now, what we're trying to find is this, whatever this little constant is in front of all this. And so we use our -6 as our y-intercept and plug it in, and then we just solve from there. So this ends up being -6 equals, let's see, this is 4 times -1 times -3. So this is 12a. All right. And we divide by 12. And we get a equals -1/2. Awesome. And this is actually how we would write that. Our function is f of x, or you could write y. I don't care. Bless you. That was a good one. X plus 4, x minus 1, and x minus 3. Okay. So this is what I got kind of excited about, because I had this part from last semester and I didn't really structure it the way it needed to be. So now we get to do that. It's literally I think one of the easiest things that we get to do. And I like easy stuff. It looks hard, but it's actually easy. Now, I could be that teacher to make you multiply all this out, but I'm not going to, because guess why? You actually had a problem like this on your past test. So I've already checked that box. We don't have to do that. Yay. Now, you may find some sad other Algebra 2 students that has to do that. And if you're watching this and you're not in my class and you have to do that, I'm so sorry. I break the fourth wall a lot on these videos. It makes it more interactive. Yeah. All right. So let's look at this. Now, somebody's got some good music going on. Yeah. Listen, I've got my good ear open. I've got my bad ear closed, so I can actually still. No, no. I'm hearing somebody. It's got like some drum that. Okay. All right. So our x-intercept here is -1, so we're going to put it in as +1. And then -1 and 2, okay? Because we have to put it in as the opposite of what it is in the graph. Now, what I did forget to do that we will have to kind of tweak on all this is that all these x's should actually be zeros. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now, our y-intercept right here is 2. So we put 2 right here. And so we have 2 equals, this is 1 times -1 is -1 times -2, 2a. And if we were to divide, we get a equals 1. So kind of simplistic here. Well, so we could write a 1. You don't have to. And then just kind of rewrite this top thing here from step 1. Okay. Now, this is what's funny. I've seen this for years. I actually had a professor in college. He did something with the elementary teacher where they took Shaquille O'Neal's shoe print, and he actually found found the equation for it. And I was like, I have no idea how he did that, but he did, and he actually used calculus to find the area, and she was using like the little bitty or the 1 inch like squares to fill it in, and they were actually really close. It's kind of neat. All right, so that's number 3. Let's look at number 4. We can make this a little bit bigger. All right, so this is a -3 right here, so it would go in as a +3. This is a -1, so it would go in as a +1. And this is a +2, so it actually goes in as the opposite. Now, again, because Mr. Jeffries doesn't have his life together, we've got to change these to zeros. 0, 0, and 0. All right. Now, odd thing about this, our y-intercept isn't really stated. Okay. But they try to give us up here, this goes, 2, 4. This goes 2, 4, 6, 8. So these go by 2s. So our actual y-intercept is actually -6. And yeah, it's kind of weird because the way it's labeled, but you just kind of look at your context clues. All right, 3 times 1 is 3 times -2. This gives us -6a. All right. So we actually, a is 1 again. Yay. So let's use a y this time. So 1, x plus 3, x plus 1, and x minus 2. So now you can probably understand why I got really excited why I redid this last night, because I was like, this is so much better than what I did before. And I got really excited, and I shared it with my wife, and she says, I have no idea what's going on. But if she would have seen the first example worked out, she would have, because this is kind of easy to follow, right? Yeah, y'all can't hear it in the microphone, but they all said yes at once. I mean, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's almost like they snorted Red Bull. They are ready to go. Yeah, snorted Red Bull. I'm joking. Don't snort Red Bull. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Now, I want to kind of tweak something because I'm kind of noticing a pattern here. Anybody else seeing a pattern? Yeah, the zeros. So we could actually, well, I'm gonna do this because y'all can't watch yours out. I'm gonna redo it like this. All right, let's find our intercepts first. All right, this has a -5, so it goes in right here as a positive. This has a +1, so it's a negative and a 4. All right, our y-intercept. This is going by 2's again. So this is 2 and 4. It's in the middle. Sorry, Dad sneeze. All right. So our y-intercept, oh, that was a good one, is actually 3. So Yeah, yeah, we just go right back into it. Just no reason to freak out. So this is going to be basically 5 times -1 times -4, and then we have our a right here. Because if we did it with the zeros, it's still just these numbers. Okay, so we get 3 equals 20a, divide by 20, y equals 3 over 20, and then this other stuff. Yeah. I need to move the cursor. So it's kind of the same process. I tried to help out by doing giving y'all spots to plug them in for step 2, but after we saw after the second and third one that we could actually just take out those numbers and set it equal to the y-intercept. Okay. It's funny, the y-intercept is on one side because that's when x is 0, and the x-intercept's on the other side because that's when y is 0. And again, I think the person who figured this out had to be really bored. Okay. I know they didn't have electricity. They didn't have the YouTube or the Tic Tac and stuff. They definitely didn't have a math teacher that was making dating profiles for deer and showing them before class. I mean, I don't know. All right, let me know when you're caught up on this one so we can move on. Oh, we're good? All right, perfect. All right. Bollocks. Now, so we're going to. All right. So we have a -6, so that goes in as a positive. -3, that goes in as a +3 that goes in as a negative. Now, luckily, they actually tell us our y-intercept right here is -9. So we're going to have -9 equals 6 times 3 times -3, and then a. That's not very big. All right, this actually turns out to be -54a. And with the luck of using a calculator, yes, that is an A on the outside -3. I'm just when they were handing out good penmanship and good handwriting, I was sick that day. Yeah, yeah, I know. So 9 over I didn't even write that down right. So 9 over 54 is 1 over 6. So this is 1/6, x plus 6, x plus 3, x minus 3. Okay. Now, I can tell you right now, y'all probably being like, I'm still confused. That's okay. That's why we get some more practice. But I already feel better about this than I did last year. Okay. Or last semester. So I feel better about it. You're going to get there. Okay. You'll, y'all will, start feeding off the aura and the vibes and stuff I'm putting out there. You know, yeah. Just feel all the vibes. Okay. Now, for those watching somewhere else, I'm actually going to stop the recording right here because they actually have some individual work to work on, and we're going to come back and look at that in class. Remember, if you hadn't subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. You can actually leave a nice comment. I would appreciate it. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.